Hey, hey, I feel all right. Hit me. Good morning, sports fans. And even if you're not a sports fan, to hell with you. That's how I feel. It's 21 degrees in, what is it, Spring Valley? Spring something? Springville. Utah. And this is our driver here.
Morning.
Corey, Road Dog Corey, and Road Dog Lee. The Road Dog brothers. We are rolling towards Las Vegas. Yeah. We should be there in, about 6 hours? Yeah, I don't know. The way Corey drives, it'll be 7 hours. You know, he drives a little slow. He got a light foot. I'm gonna have a big foot like Daddy. Yeah. I get it and get it going. Anyway, it's been an interesting trip so far. No major, issues other than having to replace a radiator. That was what, Sunday?
Mm-hmm. Sunday.
And that's really about it. It caused almost a full day delay. That's why we're still rolling today. Anyway, it's been fun. I haven't answered my own question yet about which type of transportation lifestyle would I prefer or favor, and that was yachting, flying, if you had your own personal plane, or over-the-road truck driving. I like all three, and for different reasons. Over the road would you get a chance to see more of the landscape of America. You see the little towns, the simple things in life, the wildlife, the different layout in terms of mountains and trees and valleys and hills and water, rivers, with airplane, well, you can get to where you're going a lot faster. Yes, you can visit small towns, but it's not quite the same as being on the ground and meeting the everyday people. So that's, the big advantage in having your own plane is you can go when you want to go, get there a lot faster, but you miss a lot that you would see on the ground. And then by water, if you're boating or yachting, that's it's kind of like ground transportation, but you're seeing it from the water. And I remember the first time going from North Carolina, picking up my yacht at the factory and bringing it up to Chicago. That was quite an experience, because when you get out in the Atlantic Ocean, you look back towards land, what the settlers saw when they came to America, and I'm sure the landscape is quite different than what it was then. There's probably more wildlife, trees, and absolutely no buildings, no skyscrapers and all of that. And I'm sure the water was more pristine, because we didn't have humans polluting the water and the air. But that's a different point of view that you see when you're traveling by water. You hit the little towns, and I have so many stories in my travels, going from one place to another here in America by way of the rivers and the oceans and what have you. So it's three different styles or lifestyles, if you will. Some people live on the water, some people live in their trucks, and some people more or less live in their airplanes because they're traveling so much. But it's three modes of transportation, and I like them all for different reasons. So if I had unlimited resources, I would probably choose, at this point in my life, I've seen a lot, so I don't need to travel by way of ground transportation as much as if I was 25, but it would probably be air for me at this point. Secondary would be by water, and then third by ground, whether it's car or RV or truck or whatever. So that would probably be my ranking of the three modes of transportation. If I had unlimited resources, I would have all three, because all three have their advantages that I just explained. If you have unlimited time, go by ground. If you want to, well, unlimited time too by water, and especially if you're going to go by sailing, well, that's a slow mode of transportation, and you have to rely on the wind. So they're all three different, and they have the pluses and minuses. Anyway, maybe I'll check back with you somewhere along the line here, just to, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but I'll pan the camera around, and you can see the skyline there with the mountains, and I'll keep panning here. And again, this is Corey behind the wheel doing this thing.
Morning, morning, morning.
So we'll check back in with you a little bit, and let me know too how the video is working out. I'm using a GoPro 9 for this trip. It's the first more or less real usage of this camera since I've had it for a couple months or so, and so as I'm putting it to its test, I'm getting used to it little by little every day, and I got a little light on top of it that kind of lights up the subject a bit. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. Be safe, wear your mask. Georgia, hey Georgia,
Do what? Go vote!
go vote, and I ain't playing.